showers. Saturday night, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming east after midnight. Seas around 2 feet. Numerous showers and scattered thunderstorms. Sunday, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Sunday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Monday, northeast winds around 10 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Monday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the morning. Tuesday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Isolated showers and thunderstorms. Wednesday, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Isolated showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Winds and seas higher and their thunderstorms. Your coastal waters forecast for the following marine location. Coastal waters from Tarpon Springs to Swanee River out 20 nautical miles. Issued at 3:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tonight, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 1 foot or less. Bay and inland waters light chop. Numerous showers this evening. Scattered thunderstorms. Scattered showers after. Saturday, east winds 5 to 10 knots.
Alrighty, my friends, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another live stream for today. We have ourselves some severe weather coverage across portions of the mid portions of the Great Plains here for today. I hope you guys are doing great. Glad to have you guys here. So I'm going to go ahead and say first off the bat, we're not going to be doing too long of a coverage today, maybe just an hour or two, because obviously I have my family, my girlfriend actually came down, so obviously I just want to be here for a little bit just to give you guys an example of what we could expect today, and all kinds of fun stuff like that. Also tomorrow we have another risk area, which, you know, we're going to obviously possibly go here tomorrow as well. But anyways, my friends, welcome, hope you're doing alright. Let's go ahead and see who is here for today. First of all, we have ourselves Dan, we have Galaxy, what's up, hope you're doing alright. Took a look, saying Toronto, Canada. Okay, well, hello. We're doing good there. Mickey saying howdy, y'all. What's up, Mickey? Hope you're doing good. I don't know if I said Galaxy already. Greg, let's see, Chris. Let's see, TRGE, Turnal, Treg Turnal. I don't know how you said that. But anyways, congratulations on 6K subscribers. Congratulations on 6. Congratulations on 6,000 subscribers. You grew so freaking fast. I remember when you were at 400 subs. Well, thank you so much once again. And obviously, it's pretty nice to have some early supporters. Obviously, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. I remember back in, say, when it was 5.5K, says Greg. Well, glad to have you guys here. Let's go and see here. Fun Time, Michael, Heather, Jenny. What's up, you guys? Hope you're doing all right here for today. So, let's go ahead and jump on into it. Got ourselves a bit of severe weather to talk about here for today. Currently, already a bit of action already starting to kick off here. A big old cluster of severe thunderstorms currently kicking off at the moment. Now, these guys are actually, you know, pretty interesting, because you want to know something? These guys actually have not just 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but they actually have some pretty large hail in them as well, actually. The more I look at it, ooh, that looks like a bit of rotation. Okay, we're going to have to switch to a local radar here. I don't want to be looking at the national radar. The reason is because if we have the local radar, we can actually look at more in-depth views in regard to the storm here. So, let me go ahead and turn this on here. We're going to go ahead and switch this to that. Oh, what happened to my map? I don't know. Okay, there we go. That was a little bit weird there. But anyways, hope you're doing all right, my friends. Let's go ahead and see here. Lou says, hey, buddy, what's up? Hope you're doing good here. Let's see. Range Love says, hello. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Nakaya, I don't know how you said that. Steen, however you pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I'm not good with this. Obviously, hi. Well, hope you're doing good. Hope you guys are doing all right. When did this happen? When you got a membership? This was last stream. Let's see here. Hello from Kentucky. I'm actually from Kentucky as well. But anyways, my friends, so like I was saying, yeah, pretty interesting storms currently kicking off here. These guys are currently warned for some pretty large hail on them. And anyway, so I want to take a look at the rotation that's possibly going on inside these storms here. Let's actually switch to CUDX here. KUDX, this is basically the radar we want to look at here for a minute. Okay, so I don't see anything rotating. So here's the thing, you guys. So tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds basically is going to, you know, large hail, or sorry, large hail, tornadoes, and damaging winds is going to be a concern here for today. So that's kind of what we are talking about here. So we'll definitely consider watching this here. Let's go ahead and see here. Stormy says, hi, what's up, Stormy? Hope you're doing all right there. Glad to have you here as well. Lethal says, where is this at? So this is right here on the border between portions of southern South Dakota and portions of northern Nebraska here. That is what we are looking at here as of right now. Like I was saying, that is kind of what we were paying attention to, is that the majority of the concerns, like I said, we have 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts for a lot of these in particular storms here. What the winds could get up to, maybe getting up towards 60 miles per hour being a possibility. But here's the thing, I'm actually kind of concerned here, because if you look at it, we're actually kind of seeing those hail actually get pretty daggone high here. We're seeing the possibility of those hail getting up to maybe even up to golf ball size, or sorry, not golf ball, ping pong ball size hail, which, I mean, honestly, that's pretty large hail for that storms, or these storms in particular. So these guys just really started firing off here within the last hour. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. Let's see, why don't I use radar scope? Radar scope's not as good as this program here. First of all, I do need to actually fix something here. I just now noticed. Let me get our warning counter actually back up and situated here. So let's go ahead and get that up. But I'm glad to have you guys here for today. Hope you're doing all right. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. And obviously, if you got any questions, we're going to be here for you. We got you guys covered. Let me go ahead and see. Is there anything for Louisville, Kentucky tonight? So in regard to anything severe, no. Louisville, Kentucky, you're looking relatively fine for today. Like I said, our main concern here, our severe concern is across portions of South Dakota, portions of, Nebraska, northeastern portions of Colorado, portions of eastern Wyoming as well. That is currently where the severe threat is. Now, like I said, that's kind of what was going on there. Let's go see here. My friend says it's buggy. Yeah, it definitely can be buggy. I mean, it's cut off several times on our live stream before, but you know what? We just opened it back up. It's a good program, but yeah, I do agree it is a bit buggy from time to time here. But anyway, so like I was saying, we have 2 levels of severity. Obviously, the higher the level goes, up to 5, the more severe it does get. We have ourselves a level 1 out of 5 across the areas here in green. Now, regardless, it is still a severe weather threat. We should still watch out for it. We have ourselves a level 2 out of 5 across portions here of the yellow. So the yellow zone is kind of where the most severe weather is expected to occur with the highest potential impacts. So in that case, like I was saying beforehand, we do have the possibility for a few isolated tornadoes. Like I said, here's the tornado risk here for today. Mostly just isolated across portions of, mostly across portions here of Nebraska for the most part. That's kind of what we're looking at there. Let's go ahead and see here. Can I ask what your name is? My name is Andrew. You can see it right down just below me, right there. Let's go ahead and see here. But that is what we're talking about here. Let's see here. Is this like the first week in a while Louisville with no rain? Well, honestly, yeah, it's been very, very rainy, honestly, across portions of Louisville. But anyway, so that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. So obviously, the main tornado threat's mostly across portions of Nebraska. A small sliver just in 3 counties across portions of northeastern Colorado for the most part. That's kind of what we're talking about here. Let's go ahead and see here. What do I think about that super trough? Working its way towards the northeast. Super trough? I don't know what you're talking about here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it really quickly, though. Like I said, here on the models, I do notice that we are in a quite ridging pattern across portions of the central country. Yeah, there's currently no trough going on across portions of the northeast, I can tell you that. Anyways, though, I can actually show you something, though, on the models really quickly. So this is a jet stream, basically up across the upper levels of the atmosphere, 250 millibars, equivalent to a decent height. Actually, it's well up there. So, above 10-kilometer mark. So we're basically seeing this. So obviously, we're going to be going into this ridging pattern. Obviously, ridging across portions here of the way here. Let's see, Proxy with the $75 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Glad to be here. My favorite online meteorologist, Andrew, is the best weather tracker around. Proxy, absolute legend. Thank you so much for that. Seriously, thank you so much. But what I was talking about is across portions here of the central country, we have a bit of ridging, a lot of high pressure in place, leading to some pretty warm conditions, I would assume. Now, there's a trough here on the west. This is going to be tracking its way up here to the northeast. Obviously, the further you go out in the model, the more kind of iffy it does kind of get there. Kind of just leading up to a normal straight across jet stream view. But anyways, so honestly, I don't know what you mean by super trough across the northeast. I mean, honestly, there's a little bit of a troughing action here for the 24th, but that's still kind of far out. That's about 8 days away. So anything really that far is a little bit iffy. So we'll watch it. If anything crazy does happen, we'll be here for you guys. Once again, Proxy, thank you so much for that. It's greatly generous of you. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and see here. But yeah, once again, thank you so much for that. It's greatly appreciated. Let me see here. About to turn in, how much ramen I eat. Well, obviously, yeah, rum is pretty good, actually. I'm not going to lie with you on that one. It really, really is. Let's see here. AFW says, is it true that there is a slight risk for severe weather? There is. And like I was saying right here, here's our slight risk for today. The big threat is across portions here of Nebraska. Obviously, here in yellow, this is our kind of big threat for today. So it's something we're going to definitely watch out here for. Across portions here of, portions of South Dakota, you can actually start to see here that we are seeing a big old cluster of severe storms going on here. Proxy gifting 10 memberships too? Holy cow, Proxy. Okay, this man is... Proxy, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Seriously, that is very, very generous of you. And congratulations to, obviously, everyone who got that. Let's go and see. Roy got it. Danielle. Let's see here. Cool here, Brian. Let's see. Rotten Eggplant. Let's see. Also, the Weather Watcher. Let's see. B-Code. Let's see. Biggie Clowns. HUD Rush Gaming. Also got one. Ty. Lethal. There you go. Well, thank you so much there, Proxy. Congratulations to the people who got that. Absolutely cool. Thank you so much for that. Anyways, but like I was saying, a lot of pretty nasty storm action going on here. Now, this is for particularly one in particular cell, but there's a lot of warnings across it. We are seeing the main concern here actually being possibly hail, actually. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts also is a concern, so 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and obviously, in this case, not just quarter-size hail, actually quarter-size hail larger, maybe even up here towards, honestly, in this case, ping-pong ball-size hail being possible, but anyways, Proxy, thank you so much for that. I cannot tell you enough. Thank you seriously so much. LNA says, a little rain for Kansas. We could use a drop or two. Like I said, now, Kansas actually is in a thunderstorm risk here. Is in a quote-unquote thunderstorm or a TSTM, which is just a normal thunderstorm risk, nothing severe. Now, obviously, with that being said, though, like I said, obviously, you could have a few showers. Maybe a few rumbles of thunder could be possible for today across portions of the way. But like I was saying, we're mostly just paying attention here for places north. Like I said, we're watching out really for, like, Nebraska and portions of, even the portions of South Dakota and portions along the eastern side here of Wyoming and northeastern portions here of Colorado. That's kind of what we are looking at here as of now. We're going to switch over to the radar view here in Nebraska. Yeah, these guys are not severe warm, but I tell you, they're definitely quite strong. We do have a special weather statement almost getting up to that severe line. Definitely getting very, very close here. Directly just, pretty much just southwest of Mullen for the most part. Directly northeast of Arthur. This storm is in effect here for 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Okay, so this is not considered damaging. This is not considered severe. This is for 50-mile-per-hour winds and maybe even some hail up to nickel size being a possibility. So nickel size hail as well as 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts is a big possibility out of this. Now, that's considered not severe, but in regards to the damaging winds and the hail, it's actually right there just before severity. So honestly, would it be surprising if this eventually goes severe? Absolutely not. It would not be surprising at all. Another special weather statement here for basically almost near damaging winds, but not quite there towards that, not really towards, there towards that hail threat here. 50-mile-per-hour winds as well as half of an inch size hail. So that's kind of what it looks like there. But anyways, let's see here. Brenda says, good job, Proxy. Yeah, Proxy is an absolute legend. The biggest legend on the channel. Thank you much, Proxy. Let's go and see here. But that's what says. Okay, T. I heard that we lost David Slaughter. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know what happened there. Let's see. Brandy says, hello, Andrew. What's up, Brandy? Hope you're doing all right. Let's go and see here. Let's go and see. We got ourselves some more comments coming through here. Is this coming to Texas? Because I'm wondering why I feel so strongly. So yeah, it's not coming to Texas. We're not expecting any severe weather here for Texas here over the next little bit. Here for tomorrow, we actually do have another severe threat across portions here of the Midwest. Actually, portions of Kansas, Missouri tomorrow, portions of Iowa. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything about tomorrow's, because I'm going down to Louisville tomorrow, and obviously, like I said, I have my girlfriend down here, so we're not going to really be able to do much of anything, for tomorrow, but I'm going to give you guys updates on it. We'll see what we can do. I might see if I can pull out a video for you guys before we go, before I head out tomorrow, so we'll see. Anyways, let's go ahead and see here. But yeah, so like I was saying, that's kind of what we're talking about. Yeah, that's definitely really, really bad there. Not good at all. Well, anyways, my friends, let's see. Brandy says, hello, what's up, Brandy? Hope you're doing all right here. Let's go and see. I saw that, yeah, I hope you're doing all right there. Hope you're doing great here. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, let us know. We're going to be here for you. Definitely going to keep you guys up to date here. So, we have ourselves currently 3 severe thunderstorm warnings, mostly across portions here of South Dakota. Another one across portions of northwestern Nebraska. We are seeing the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, as well as quarter-size hail to half-dollar size hail being possible. Now, this actually just got downgraded a little bit, which is good, meaning not as crazy hail. But you can actually kind of see here, I mean, like, once we start to move into the pinks and the blues and the whites, that's kind of the grounds where we are starting to see those higher echoes. The radar starting to scan those bigger objects, in this case, being hail. So we are seeing some hail, likely tracking its way here just right towards the area of Spring Creek. Honestly, would not be surprising within the next 10-15 minutes or so. We got a little bit of hail, like I said. For this one in particular, warning, there's a lot of quarter-size hail possibilities here, in which, this is this is what we are looking at here. So like I was saying, right around in here, that is indeed, kind of where we are seeing those higher echoes. Obviously, that possibility that we could see, in this case, maybe some hail falling. So, and like I was saying, don't just forget that it's not just, or don't forget that it's not just hail, but it's also the possibility for some damaging wind gusts, maybe up to 60 miles per hour. Something we're also going to have to pay attention to. So we could see some wind-driven hail out of this in particular system here. So we're just definitely going to watch this here very, very closely here. Let's go ahead and see here. Hey, NW16, big fan of the content. Really, Patrick. Bruh. Let's see here. Is severe weather expected for the next day? So yeah, so obviously for today, we have ourselves, we obviously have ourselves severe weather for today, across portions here of, obviously Nebraska, portions here of, South Dakota, portions here along eastern sides of Wyoming, northeastern portions of Colorado. So that's kind of what we're looking at there for the most part. So we're going to keep an eye on it. We're definitely going to keep our eyes on it. We're going to watch this here very, very closely. And like I said, if anything does pop up to be, interesting, we're definitely going to let you guys know here for the most part. Like I was saying, though, for tomorrow in particular, like I said, obviously we have ourselves another risk across portions of the Midwest. We're definitely going to watch out for this here very, very closely. And then when we move on to day 3 here, we have another risk here across portions of the Midwest. So that's kind of what we're looking at there for the most part. Let's go ahead and see here. Oak Hill, West Virginia, here with the fam tonight. What's up, Mark? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here. Hope you guys are doing good. And like I said, obviously, I want you guys to be I want you guys to be prepared. It's the reason why we're live here for today. And but like I was saying, in regard to things with tornadoes, like I said, tornadoes is a possibility for today. We have ourselves, like I said, we have ourselves our tornado risk, mostly across portions of Nebraska. Like I was saying, mostly across portions here of Nebraska. We have ourselves, that 2% tornado risk here. We're obviously going to pay attention to. We're going to keep an eye on it. Like basically just saying, there's a possibility we could see an isolated tornado or two, being a possibility here. For the most part, like I said, it's a pretty low chance. It's a possibility that we could see an isolated tornado or two. The main concerns, though, like I was saying, hail is actually a concern, but the main concern is actually damaging winds here. We actually have a 15% risk here for damaging winds. Obviously, this is kind of the big area for the damaging wind potential across the way. So we're definitely going to watch across the regions here. In terms of damaging winds, like I was saying, there's basically 2 risks here. We have a slight risk and a marginal risk here. The marginal risk is that first level of severity, basically across the areas here in brown. 5% chance you could see some damaging winds, and a 15% risk here across portions of, obviously here inside the yellow. So that's kind of what we're looking at there for the most part. Anyways. But like I was saying, my friends, obviously we got to, we obviously got to watch out for this here very, very closely, as we do have the possibility of seeing definitely some of those here. So we're definitely just going to keep an eye on it. Let's go ahead and see. But like I said, you guys, obviously thank y'all for being here. Greatly appreciated. Glad to have you guys here. And I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Friday today. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night there. So, but like I said, we're just going to keep an eye on it here. And if anything crazy does pop out here, we're definitely going to let you know. So, anyways, let's go ahead and zoom on back here to these storms here to do a little bit of analysis. We're going to take a look and see what's going on inside these guys. So, in regards, so obviously areas here towards Cody, obviously here east here of Merriman, we are watching the severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here for the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, as well as the possibility of 1.25-inch hail. So that's kind of what we're paying attention to. Now, in regard to velocity with this guy, honestly, it's kind of a bit interesting. A little bit of turbulence going on here. That might be a little broad area of rotation, honestly. But, honestly, for the most part, like I said, obviously looking, nothing too crazy. There's no imminent tornado danger here. There's not even a tornado attack, so that's definitely good news. So like I said, obviously areas here of, like I said, obviously for the most part, areas here towards Cody, that's kind of, what we are looking at there for the most part. That's kind of where the impact areas are. East of Merriman, that's also where we are watching this. So, we're definitely going to keep an eye on it here for the most part. Now, just northeast of that, really not far at all, just to the northeast here, across portions of South Dakota, we are watching ourselves. Now, that might be a little something going on there, so we might need to pay attention for this guy. St. Francis, portions of Rosebud, west of Mission, south here of Parmley. We are currently watching this other severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here for the most part, so we're going to watch out for this. This guy is not as crazy in the hail realm. This guy being 1.25, basically, obviously, in that case, in this case, half dollar size hail, but over here towards St. Francis, Rosebud, like I was saying, for the most part with these guys, is basically just quarter size hail or 1 inch in diameter hail. Nothing too extreme for the most part. So that's kind of what it looks like here in regard to this storm. Another storm here across portions of South Dakota. We are having another here towards Kadoka, basically west here of Belvedere, and east of Interior, north of Wambly. So these are the regions where we are watching the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts again, and obviously this is another severe storm. And obviously the possibility of half dollar size hail being a possibility. So, let me go ahead and see here. We got ourselves here. Weather says, okay, question about Fionn. Concerns model showed hitting North Carolina as a Category 4 hurricane. So, obviously, you can't trust those models to be precise. Models should not taken to be serious. They should be taken as a idea. Now, in regard to things, it's still way too early to tell what this is going to have on the impacts, if it's even going to impact the United States. A lot of the models are actually showing it kind of shift out to the sea past that 72-hour mark. So, in regard to things, with that being said, the chances of, obviously, that hitting North Carolina is very, very low. And honestly, this is still very, very far out here for the most part. But anyway, so that's kind of what we are looking at there. So that is what we are talking about. Let's see here. Hayden says, hi, what's up? Hope you're doing good here. Glad to have you. Let's go ahead and see here. My velocity table is very misleading. Yeah, absolutely. I do need to change that. I remember you sent me that, Galaxy. I do need to fix that, actually. I haven't got a chance to because I've been absolutely busy all over the place. Let's go and see here. No, it's not going to hit UK, Patrick. Definitely not. Yeah, it's not going to... It's... Like I said, that's way too far out by the time it hits there. Let's go ahead and see here. I'm playing a tornado chasing game, and I'm chasing the wedge on more Oklahoma. Well, AFW, I hope you have fun playing your game there. Definitely, I hope so. Yeah, I do see Galaxy is definitely sending us some more images. So I'm actually going to go ahead and show you guys something. On our Twitter view, we're going to go and switch on over here. So this is from Galaxy here. Just sent us this image in. This is the one just right here towards Cody. This is in basically portions of northern Nebraska. And you can actually kind of see here on that southern edge, there is a little bit of rotation that is ongoing there. So honestly, that might be something we should definitely consider watching here. This was as of, they sent this into us just 1 minute ago. So I'm assuming that, honestly, this is, pretty fresh here. So, but anyway, so we are going to watch this here very, very closely. We're definitely just going to keep our eyes out for this guy. And like I said, honestly, my friends, we're just going to keep you guys, and obviously if a tornado warning, does get issued, that we are going to, we are definitely going to keep you guys informed here. But as of right now, there is no immediate danger for any type of, tornado here, so we're just going to watch it here for the most part. Let's go ahead and see here. The Euromodel shows Fiona stalling over the Turks and the Calicos. Yeah, but honestly, like I said, that far out's a little bit interesting to see. Yeah, a little bit kind of, not too good to see there. Anyways, but yeah, so that's what's going on there, my friends. We're going to go ahead and switch on back here. We are going to go ahead and switch on back here to our main view for the most part. Like I was saying, we also do have a special weather statement here southwest of Mullen for the most part. This guy is, obviously, like I said, this guy has 6 minutes to go, not too much longer. For the most part, this guy is mostly for, maybe some gusty winds, not necessarily anything, not necessarily anything damaging for the most part. But like I said, obviously something that we have got to watch out here for a little bit. But like I said, obviously, guys, if you have any questions, let us know. We're going to definitely be here for you. We're going to keep you guys, we're going to keep you guys safe in regard to things, and obviously, if you have any more questions, let us know, and we'll keep you guys informed here. Like I said, tomorrow we have another risk here, so we're obviously going to watch out for tomorrow, too. I'm not sure what we can do, but like I was saying, I'm planning on doing a video for you guys in regard to things. So, anyway, so we have ourselves, once again, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. The one for Cody expires here in 5 minutes. This will be in effect here until 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central here. So we are going to watch out for this guy here very, very closely. We're definitely going to keep an eye on it. Like I was saying, so obviously Cody is included with this. 5 minutes to go, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and half dollar size hail being a possibility. That's across portions here of north central Nebraska. Obviously north central, northwestern Nebraska here for the most part. So that's kind of what we are watching here. We have ourselves another severe warning, right here, just across portions of southern portions here of South Dakota, in which we are currently watching. Like I said, Rosebud, Spring Creek, St. Francis, basically south of Parmley, and north of Kilgore. So this is another warning that's in effect here. This one has a little bit longer, about 35 minutes to go here. This will be in effect here locally until 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So obviously, that's kind of what we're looking at there for the most part. So we're going to keep it on it. We're definitely going to watch it closely. And like I said, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail is a possibility out of these in particular cells here. So we'll definitely watch it here very, very closely. So, anyways, let's see. Caden says, I've been a member for 1 month and 2 days. Well, thank you so much, Caden, for the support. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Galaxy says another report. Okay, we'll look at that here in a second. Any city cameras today? No, we do not have any city cameras, unfortunately. Let's go and see here. Red Road says, hello, NW116. What's up, Red Road? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here. Hope you're staying safe out there. Hope you're doing all right. Anything else going on? Yeah, nothing really too crazy is happening other than these guys. Like I said, we're watching this one cell that's right here across portions of north central Nebraska into north central portions of Nebraska into southern portions of South Dakota here. We are watching this guy here very, very closely. Okay, so yes, Galaxy sending us more radar updates here. It does appear there's a bit of broad rotation that is happening here south of the warning polygon here. Like I said, in Cody. Like I was saying, our color table here is not the best, obviously. But yeah, so there is a little bit of something going on there. We're definitely going to watch out for it closely. Yeah, there it is right there. So you can actually really see that broadness. It's not tight rotation. It's very large rotation. What we call broad. So basically broad being large. Large rotation, this rotation needs to definitely tighten up if it wants to do something. As of right now, like I said, there is no tornado warning. No immediate concerns of tornado danger as of right now. But like I said, we still should watch out for this. Hey, like I said, tornadoes is a possibility for today. An isolated tornado or two could be possible, but don't stress over it. Seriously, like I said, really don't stress over this because, for the most part, like I said, it's a pretty low threat for the most part. So, anyways, let's go ahead and see here. Got ourselves another question coming through here. Let's go and see. We have ourselves, how long am I going to be live tonight, says self-care. Probably for like an hour or two. Like I said, I'm not planning on being live too long because I do have my girlfriend down here. I'm not going to be able to, like I said, obviously I'm not going to be able to be here too much today. But I wanted to give you guys some coverage. I wanted to be here for you guys in order to keep you all safe and keep you guys prepared for it. So, and like I said, I wasn't here yesterday because I was picking up my girlfriend. Obviously, pretty hectic day yesterday. But yeah, we're just definitely glad to be here while we are here for today. Let's see here. Right here in Manitoba, it's 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Rain, I don't need thunderstorms until next year's summertime. Yeah, absolutely. Red Rose says, it's my birthday. Great weather in Tennessee. Well, happy birthday there, Red Rose. Everyone say happy birthday to Red Rose. Let's go ahead and see here. Anything going to hit Stewart? This is not Zach this week. So yeah, there's a possibility, like I was saying here, for tomorrow across your location. Like I said, obviously here in Iowa, we do have a pretty decent risk here for severe weather once again. Not going to be able to live stream this much. Like I was saying, though, we are going to be doing a severe weather coverage in regard to this. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll definitely just keep our eyes on it. Like I said, we'll post you guys an update probably sometime in the morning. Don't think I'm going to be able to do live coverage on it unless if it's like a late event. But anyways, for the most part, I think we're, I think we're not gonna be able to do too much on it. But anyways, so we'll keep you guys updated though. If anything, if anything crazy does happen, that we'll active on our community feed and everything like that. But anyways, let's go ahead and see here. But that is what we're looking at there. Let's go ahead and see some strong rotations, says OKT. Yeah, we're watching that here. Strong but broad. Yeah, definitely has a little bit of work to do before it wants to do anything here. Let's see. Megan says, hey guys, what's up, Megan? Hope you're doing all right. Red Rose says, thanks everyone. You are very, very welcome, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Oh yeah, so this is a cell we got to really watch out for towards Kilgore. Okay, so we're definitely going to keep an eye on this, guys. We're going to watch this here very, very closely. So this one for Cody, the first warning for Cody is about to be canceled, but we are having another extension warning that just now got issued across the way. So in regard to that, honestly, that's a little bit turbulence over there and there. These are areas we might need to watch out for. See, they did not put a tornado possible tag on it though. There's not any tornado tags here. Let me go ahead and see. We got ourselves anything for Hilton Head Island. So in regard to Hilton Head, or Hilton Head in general, not for today. No, you're looking pretty good here. For tomorrow, no. Honestly, I think you're looking pretty fine here. Stability is still kind of across portions of the southeast because of that recent cold front, that recent Arctic wave that we've seen just move through the region. So I think you're fine for the next several days here. Now, areas across portions of the plains into the Midwest should honestly monitor the weather here over the next couple of days because it's possible. It definitely is a possibility that we could see some severe weather. So absolutely something we're going to have to watch here. Let's go ahead and see here. But glad to have you here, Megan. Glad to hope you're doing all right. But anyways, my friends, like I said, thank you all so much for joining us here for today. If you got any questions, let us know. We are definitely... we are definitely going to watch this here very, very closely. So like I said, we are currently watching not one, but two severe thunderstorm warnings that is in effect across portions of the way. The first one's across portions of north central, almost northwestern portions of Nebraska. This does include portions of Cody as well as Kilgore. This is in effect here. This will be in effect, guys, until the next 44 minutes. So this will be in effect here basically until 7:45 Eastern time for the most part. This is in the central, the central portion, obviously the central plains here. This will be here locally until 6:45. So right now it's currently 6 o'clock for the central time zone. It'll be 6:45 by the time this thing gets expired here in regard to thing. That's its expiration date. So obviously Cody and Kilgore is at risk for this. Honestly, there is no tornado tag, but there is a lot of areas of possible rotation that's been popping up with this guy. I mean, look at this. Definitely some strong turbulence happening here, relatively just east of Cody. So I'd watch out for the tornado possibility. I'm not, like I said, there's really right now not a tornado possible tag, but it's something that we should definitely, watch out here for. But anyway, so that is kind of what we are talking about here for the most part. We are going to definitely keep an eye on this cell. Like I said, obviously 45 minutes to go, roughly, for quarter-size hail, as well as 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Now, just north of it, kind of the same warning here, obviously for the same warning, I should say, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail, Rosebud, and St. Francis. So that's kind of what we are talking about here. So... but anyway, so we're going to watch out for this here very, very closely. We're going to continue to watch this and see what does happen. This second warning has 28 minutes to go. This will be in effect here basically until 6:30 local time. Really, that's kind of whenever this is expected to, kind of go here. But look at this. Yeah, that definitely looks like a bit of rotation that might be occurring here just east of Cody. So it would not be surprising if we did get a tornado warning that popped up here in a little bit. According to recent scans here, it is definitely some pretty broad... definitely some pretty strong-ish rotation that's ongoing here. Honestly, we just got to keep an eye on it. Now, if they don't issue a tornado warning, they should still, obviously people should still watch out for this because, like I said, this is actually inside of that risk area where tornadoes cannot be ruled out. So definitely just keep an eye on it. Let's go and see. Is there any chances for Tropical Storm Fiona to go to South Carolina? So anywhere really, okay, here's the thing. So in regard to that system, so obviously here is the current cone of uncertainty. There's actually another two systems we're watching. This one's moving away. This guy's moving up, so I don't expect anything of those two. But Fiona, obviously, now really starting to cause some issues for the northern Leeward Islands. Obviously, tropical storm force conditions is expected. But anyway, so we track our way down here up to, that's a very, very good, that's a very good line there. But tracking our way up here to the west here and eventually kind of getting a northerly kick, as like what the most of the models do apparently say. Now, your question is if the Carolinas are going to get impacted by this. At this point, it is way too early to tell because, like I said, this big old bubble here, this is what we call the cone of uncertainty. This is where the central track of the system could track into. They're saying it could go as far west as a track like this. It could go far as east as a track like this. So, we're definitely just keeping an eye on it here for the most part. We'll definitely watch it here very, very closely. And obviously, obviously if we have any, if any major update does go out there, we'll definitely let you guys know there. So see, Brain Chaser, thank you so much for the donation. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. Let's go and see here. So will central Indiana get hit by severe weather anytime soon? So here's the thing. So central portions of Indiana. So obviously, like I said, areas across portions of the Midwest here, definitely got to keep an eye on this here pretty closely. In regard to what's going to happen here for tomorrow, like I said, obviously for portions of Indiana, not really expected for the most part. Like I said, for the most part, not expected here for tomorrow or really over today. Here for day 3, obviously there is a possibility that we could have some severe weather across portions of northwestern Indiana and portions of central and northern Illinois. Now, obviously day 3, so today's Friday, this will be here for Sunday. Day 2 will be Saturday. And then obviously, day 3 would be obviously Sunday. So that's kind of what we're paying attention to. So for Sunday, we should probably watch this here pretty closely. We'll definitely keep an eye on it here. Let's go and see. Haley says, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Well, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. But anyways, my friends, thank you all so much for joining us here for today. Obviously, thank you all for being here. And obviously, if you guys have any questions, let us know. We're gonna definitely keep you guys safe here. We're definitely gonna keep you guys at least up to date here. Obviously, we want you guys to be as safe as possible. So, like I said, obviously, we're going to be here for you guys. So, but anyways, like I was saying, Cody and Kilgore, you guys are currently under a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here for the next 40 minutes. So, we are definitely going to watch out for this here. We're going to keep it on it. Obviously, if anything does happen, then we are going to, let you guys know about it. But right now, this is currently warned here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well as quarter-size hail. Like I said, this expires in 40 minutes. So, that is something that we have got to definitely watch out here for. So, obviously, Cody and Kilgore, you guys are currently under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 40 minutes. So we'll definitely just keep an eye out here for the most part. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail. Just for the storm, just to the north, this is associated with the same storm for the most part. But like I was saying, this is a different warning. And this one's actually across portions of southern South Dakota. So we're definitely going to watch out for this guy. Rosebud, Spring Creek, St. Francis, you guys are currently inside of this here for the most part. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, kind of similar to the other guy just to the south, is expected with this, or possible with this one in particular storm here. This one's in effect for not as long as the one to the south. This one has until the next 24 minutes or so. So basically from now until 6:30 local, 6:30 Central Time, this is whenever this does get expired there. So that's kind of what we are talking about here for the most part. Let's go ahead and see here. Are we going to have any severe storms for Kansas City metro area for this week or next week? So obviously, okay, so Kansas City should watch out for Sunday. Possibility of a few isolated severe storms. That's definitely possible. Now, there's a possibility we could see some storms, maybe some strong to possibly severe storms tomorrow. But that's kind of what we're talking about for today. Yeah, nothing really severe is expected for today. Looking pretty good here. But like I said, this is not really a personal forecast video. Like I said, we'll do that eventually. But anyways. But that is what we are watching here, my friends. And like I said, if you have any questions, guys, obviously we are going to, keep you guys informed here. Is there any severe warnings in Florida? As of right now, there is not any severe warnings. There's a few special weather statements for some strong storms, not necessarily severe. 40-mile-per-hour winds here north of Tampa. Portions here over to the east here. Palm Coast, Marineland. Let's see, Beverly Beach. This is for 40 to 50-mile-per-hour winds. Really nothing severe. It's not a severe storm. It's basically just a heads up that we are seeing a strong storm across the region. Let's go and see here. Let's see. Proxy says wanted to get a shout out to the mods. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much, mods. We have ourselves Jenny, Megan here, as well as Galaxy. Thank you guys for being here. Greatly appreciated. And obviously, like I said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day here for today. Like I said, we're not going to be live here for a long time today because, like I said, I have my company down here. Like I said, my girlfriend came down for the people just now joining, as well as, like I was saying, for the most part, we just gotta, obviously, like I said, we're just not gonna be able to have as much time today. Let's see here. Any type of severe weather for Chicago on Sunday. Okay, so this will be the last one we're gonna look at for now. Okay, so for Sunday, 4 portions of Chicago, yes, there is a threat for a possibility of a few isolated severe storms. Definitely possibility. Like I said, it is something we are going to watch out for. This is obviously here for Sunday. So Chicago, yep, we have ourselves a severe weather risk here for day 3. So basically Sunday. So watch out for a few strong to possibly severe storms across the way. Definitely is a possibility. But anyways. But yeah, so that's what's going on there, guys. That is indeed what we are currently watching here. So let's go move on back here to our main risk here for the most part. As of right now, like I said, our main concerns for today is mostly across portions here of Nebraska. That's kind of mostly where our level 2 out of 5 severe threat is. Our highest probability area of seeing severe storms, as well as the highest potential impact area. So obviously across the areas here in the yellow, that's what we got to watch out for. Is obviously in this case, the reason we have this slight risk is because of the damaging wind possibilities. We actually have ourselves a 15% risk here for damaging winds. So I'm going to show you guys here really quickly. So across the yellow, like I said, this is our greatest chance here for today. Across portions of Nebraska, like I was saying, obviously one county in northeastern portions of Colorado and a few counties in extreme southern, almost extreme southwestern portions here of South Dakota. That is where we do actually have ourselves a that other risk there. So we are going to watch it. We're definitely going to keep our eyes out here for the most part. Like I said, there's a 15% chance we could see some damaging winds falling somewhere in the realm of the region here. So these areas inside these slight risk, have to watch out. About a 15% chance we could see some storms carry maybe some damaging winds up to 60 plus miles per hour. So something we got to watch out for. Then of course we still have that damaging wind concern a little bit more further out across the areas here in brown. That's the lower percentile. Basically a lower chance, a 15% chance of having some of those damaging winds. Maybe once again getting up to 60 plus miles per hour, just on a lower chance. So this area here in yellow has 3 times the amount of chance of seeing damaging wind possibilities versus the brown. So anyways, regardless though of where you're at here, if you guys are inside of the dark green or the yellow, you got yourself a severe weather threat here for today. And obviously, like I said, all concerns are actually possible. Like I said, tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds will be a possibility here for today. So it's something we have definitely got to watch out here for. But anyways, so that is kind of what we are looking at here for the most part. We're definitely going to watch out for this, and we're going to, you know, keep you guys informed here. But like I was saying, you know, that is we are watching, guys, and like I said, we're definitely going to be here for y'all. And make sure you guys are staying safe here. So, anyway, so we have a little update here on the storm here for portions of Cody and Kilgore. We are going to watch out for this guy. We are currently watching. There is a little bit of rotation, possible rotation that might be happening here, just pretty much southwest of Kilgore, southeast of Cody. 35 minutes ago on this overall warning here for the most part. Like I was saying, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail is the main concern when it does come to this in particular storm here, so we definitely are going to watch this closely. In regard to things, we are not seeing any correlation coefficient, no drops in CC. That's definitely good news. We're not seeing any debris signature, which is definitely great there. Let's see here. Megan with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Megan. Really appreciate it with the Fox there. Thank you so much, Megan. Big shout out goes to you. Thank you so much, you. So Megan, as well as obviously Proxy, thank you guys so much for your support. You guys absolutely rock. You guys are the best here. Let's see. Megan says, please give Arctic a big hug for me. I will when she gets back. My mom and her is actually going out to get food and bring it back here. And whenever they get back, that's when we're going to head off here. I just want to be live here for a little bit for you guys, just to obviously, you know, give you guys information in regard to what's going on here. I wanted to keep you guys informed, and I wanted to let you know what's possible for today. But like I said, you know, obviously, if you guys are anywhere across portions of the dark green and the yellow, please be on the lookout for today. Like I said, here's today's tornado potential. So obviously today we do have the possibility of a few tornadoes, mostly across portions here of Nebraska. You can see most of the risk here is across portions of Nebraska for the most part. A little sliver in northeastern Colorado for the most part. Like I said, here's Denver. There's Denver, Colorado. Northeast, obviously areas here towards Holyoke. Those are the regions. Like I said, those are the regions where it's possibility, you know, we could actually see maybe an isolated tornado or two. Like I said, it's not a big threat. It's nothing to freak out over. Like I said, it's not no widespread tornado outbreak or anything like that. No, it's nothing too extreme in regard to tornado standards. But like I was saying, it's a possibility that cannot be ruled out. It's a possibility that a few tornadoes could happen somewhere inside of this dark green area. So, and like I said, obviously, if anything does happen, if any imminent danger does pose a possible tornado concern, we'll definitely let you guys know. But right now, just watch out for the possibility here. Right now, there is seriously, like I said, obviously, there is nothing imminent that's occurring there. So in regard to the hail, like I said, hail does extend a little bit more further out. So far north is portions of South Dakota, portions here along the eastern side, kind of central southeastern side here of Wyoming, the northeastern portion of Colorado. Like I said, once again, across this stretch, also mostly across portions of Nebraska. Like I was saying, Nebraska is kind of right there in that big concern. It's kind of where the most of these severe storms is expected. Mostly kind of along the central and western side here of Nebraska, where the biggest cluster should possibly be there. Anyways, so that is what we're looking at. Now, in regard to damaging winds, like I said, obviously we just looked at that. Yeah, the damaging wind realm is kind of the main concern for today. Secondary, followed by the tornado and the hail concern. So obviously, main concern is damaging winds, followed by, you know, an isolated tornado or two, and maybe some hail as well. But anyway, so that is what we are looking at there for the most part. Let's go ahead and see here. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at there. Let's see, we got ourselves another. Megan says, "Oh, I'm so happy she had a safe flight, made it over there." Say, yeah, me too, definitely. Yeah, I went and picked her up yesterday from the airport. Let's see here. Is there a tornado risk here for Kansas City tomorrow? If anything does change, like I said, right now I don't know in particular. We can look at it though really quickly. Like I said, mostly we're paying attention on today, so just know that, okay? But for tomorrow, there's not for you. There is 2 tornado risk here for tomorrow. One across portions here of Iowa, also another one across portions of central Minnesota. We have 2 areas of 2% chances. So tomorrow, we have a little bit greater of a chance of a few isolated tornadoes, a little bit bigger overall total mass compared to today's. But anyways, like I said, today's concern is across portions of mostly Nebraska, which in regard to tornadoes, like I said, though, we're going to keep an eye on here for. So anyways, an update on these guys. Yeah, a little turbulence going on in the storm here towards Cody. Cody and Kilmore, we're definitely going to keep an eye on this here for the most part. That's a line right there. Let's see here. No, other than that, there's really not any strong rotation. I'm not concerned about any immediate tornado dangers, which is definitely some good news. But anyways, we got ourselves another, let's see here. We got ourselves another thing here. Let's see here. So yeah, so Haley, not tomorrow for you. Let's see here. Proxy says, "Most respectfully, it's my honor to support this excellent channel." Proxy, thank you so much for that. Everything you've done for the channel, everything you've done to help us out. You are an absolute legend. Always know that. Just always know that. You are the #1 supporter of the channel, and just know that it's truly amazing and it's truly greatly appreciated. So honestly, hats off goes to Proxy. Thank you. Seriously, I cannot say it enough. I really cannot. Okay, so like I said, obviously in regard to things, I cannot thank you enough, Proxy, for all the support you've given me. It's absolutely just amazing. It's honestly very, very greatly appreciated. So once again, guys, please say thank you to Proxy. I mean, for all that they've done to us, seriously, it really does mean a lot. So once again, huge thank you. But anyway, so that's kind of what we are looking at, my friends. You know, that is indeed what we are paying attention to. So like I said, right now we're just watching 2 storms here for the most part. Both of these are for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. One for Rosebud and St. Francis here in portions of southern and South Dakota. This guy has about 15 minutes to go, not too much longer. This will be in effect here until 7:30. Like I said, obviously until 7:30 Eastern, but this is in the central time zone for the people following along. This will be 6:30 local. The one just to the south here for Kilgore and portions of Cody in north central Nebraska. This is the region where we are seeing the possibility of, like I said, this is the region we are seeing 30 minutes ago. So basically until 7:45 Eastern and 6:45 local. So, but anyway, so yeah, both of these guys, I mean, there's a lot of turbulent action here, just relatively just southwest of Kilgore for the most part. We're definitely going to keep an eye on it. So we'll watch it. You know, honestly, if anything does happen, we'll... If anything does pop up here that's pretty nasty, we'll definitely let you guys know. But like I said, the main concern for these, this one just for Cody and Kilgore actually just got downgraded a little bit. It's now for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well as nickel-size hail. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. So, but anyways, so that's kind of what we're looking at. You know, that is what we are indeed seeing here. So, I mean, hey, we'll definitely just keep an eye on it here for the most part. So, but like I was saying, guys, if you got any questions, let us know. We're going to be here for you. Let's go ahead and see here. Caden says I have to go. See you later, Caden. Thank you so much for joining us. Greatly appreciated. But anyway, so that's what's going on there. Now, something I do want to go ahead and pull up for you guys here, actually, is the overall views on regard to future radar. Like I said, we're going to take a look here. We're going to briefly look at the NAM 3-kilometer model in regard to timing with the system. Like I said, we're not going to take this to be approximate, okay? Just know this is not approximate. Just get an idea based off what we're going to see here, okay? So obviously, we're going to switch on back here. We're going to go ahead and go over here to the model. So time is in the top right-hand corner, just under the Discord thing, if you guys want to look at that here for the most part. So the current time, like I said, obviously just has turned 17 minutes ago, actually. So obviously, in regards to things, yeah, so storms are firing along across the western side here of Nebraska, which is obviously happening right now. Now, honestly, according to the models, the storms are actually a little bit more ahead compared to what the models had to say here. But anyways, as we track our way down in time, obviously, we're going to see some storms track its way up here into portions of southern, southwestern portions of South Dakota, as well as these other storms tracking mostly to the east here. Kind of dying out eventually kind of around the midnight hours across portions of central Nebraska. So that's kind of what we're looking at. That is something that we are definitely going to keep an eye on here for. But anyway, so that's kind of what's expected for today. And obviously, like I said, tomorrow with the storms, yeah, more of an isolated concern. And obviously the day after that, yeah, so we're going to see multiple days of severe weather being possible. Like I said, we have an area of low pressure right here up into portions of southern Canada. This is going to be sweeping across the cold front, obviously driving off a couple severe thunderstorm threats here over the next 3 days. So it's something we might need to watch here. Okay, definitely something we got to keep an eye on here for. So, but like I said, we're obviously going to keep you guys informed. And like I said, tomorrow we're probably not going to be able to do anything on the coverage side of things. But I'm going to definitely try to make you guys a video for obviously tomorrow. So that's kind of like I said, obviously for tomorrow we're going to try to make you guys a video before I go down to Louisville. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to Louisville, hanging out with my grandma for the day, and obviously my girlfriend too. So we're going to go down there, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do any coverage. It depends on what time, though. It really depends on what time we leave and what time storms fire off and how long they persist. Obviously, we're going to try what we can do. Anything we can kind of do, then we'll obviously keep you guys informed here. Let's see. Hurricane Heather says, "Hey fam, sending much love from Northern California. You are doing an amazing job, Andrew. Thank you so much there, Hurricane Heather. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for being here, and obviously hope you're doing good. Absolutely. Anyways, let's see here. So this guy, okay, we're still watching these guys. Yeah, this guy has a lot of turbulence on it. Like I said, no immediate tornado danger out of these guys, but it is a subject we need to watch. You know, it is obviously something we should definitely consider watching here over the next little bit here. So we're definitely going to watch out. We'll keep the things on. We'll definitely keep our eyes out for it. But like I was saying, guys, you know, obviously, if you have any questions, you know, let us know. We're going to keep you guys informed here in regard to things for today. Anyway, so that's kind of what we are looking at for the most part. Yeah, we obviously got to pay attention here in the tropics too. Like I said, obviously across portions of the eastern, the eastern side of the eastern Pacific, I should say, also in the portions here of the Atlantic. Now, here we go. So here's the thing we're going to do really quickly. So since the severe weather is kind of, like I said, as of right now, since we just have these 2 storms we just talked about, currently kicking off here at the moment. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to briefly talk about the tropical cyclone. I know a lot of you guys probably have some questions about what could potentially happen out of Fiona here. So I got you guys covered. You know, obviously that's what I'm here for, to help save as many lives as possible. We got you guys covered. So as of right now, obviously, like I said, Tropical Storm Fiona is currently ongoing. Currently doing some impacts across the northern portions of the Leeward Islands. This guy's going to continue to the west, eventually impacting portions of Puerto Rico, eventually tracking way up here more towards the Caribbean. Now, the Caribbean needs to monitor this. Areas here of the southern Bahamas should definitely continue, you know, definitely consider watching this here very, very closely. But the big question mark, I mean, literally, the big question mark is located right here at the end of this zone. You know, this is pretty much the day 3s and out. For the next 3 days, it's going to be somewhere around the Caribbean region. But it's still relatively unknown of what's going to happen once it moves its way towards the Caribbean. Honestly, it could go far west. You know, honestly, this thing could track its way to the west. Obviously, that would not be too good. But this thing can also go out to sea, which is also a possibility. So in regard to things, there's still a lot of unknowns here. I will show you guys some things here really quickly, so I'll keep you guys informed. Obviously, I want you guys to be prepared. So let's go ahead and move on back here, guys. We're going to go ahead and switch over here to first of all, we have ourselves our main cone here, so let's go ahead and move over back to our main screen. But anyway, so that is kind of what we're looking at. So here is our main cone right here. Obviously, for the latest update, we have some of these tropical storm warnings for the Leeward Islands, Puerto Rico. Obviously, tropical storm conditions is expected to occur. Currently clocking in at 50-mile-per-hour sustained wind, so kind of a mid-range tropical storm currently. We have ourselves, for the Dominican Republic, we have some more tropical storm watches. Basically saying, okay, watch out for possibility. You know, watch out for the possibility we could see maybe those tropical storm watches turn into warnings as the system does barrel closer. So that's something to watch out for. But like I was saying, at the end of the polygon, at the end of the cone of uncertainty, they do put they do put a hurricane hazard. So obviously this thing is expected to become a hurricane later down in its life. It's dealing a little bit with upper level wind shear right now, as well as a little bit of dry air. So it's kind of a big concern in regard to things right now. But anyway, so obviously with this being said, like I said, obviously the Caribbean areas here in the southern Bahamas, at least, especially in the southern Bahamas, portions of Dominican Republic. Eventually, I do very much believe, obviously, I do very much believe this is going to turn into tropical storm warnings here, possibly even by tonight. So that's something we got to watch out here for. So we'll keep it on it. In regard to the hurricane models, there is a lot of these still in disagreement mode. For the most part, you can see just how spaced out they are. Over really the next 2 days, over the next 48 hours, you can see right here, relatively most agreement, mostly on a westerly trajectory for the most part. That's kind of what we're looking at. But you can see, once we move into that day 3 view, once this thing goes across portions of the Dominican Republic, you can see how the models really start to disperse. They really start to kind of scatter out for the most part. But anyways, but like I said, at that point, yeah, that is what we are looking at. So there's a lot of disagreement still. It's still kind of an eerie zone we got to pay attention to. So right now, I'm not saying that this is not going to cause impacts to the United States. I'm not saying it is or it isn't. Right now, it's simply just too early to tell. In regard to intensity, things have been uptrending here in the last several runs. I mean, honestly, in regard to things, I mean, if you look at it closely, you can actually see, if we take the line of best fit, the central point between the models, you can actually notice that we are starting to see an increase in intensification later on down the line. Now, this thing, like I said, once again, this thing is expected to become a hurricane here down the line, in which this is something that we have definitely got to continue watching here. Now, in regard to the models, obviously I want to take a look at a few of these isolated models in regard to things. Let's go ahead and switch on back here to the main view so I can actually show you guys some things. Anyway, so in regard to Fiona, right here located across portions here, the most of the convection just east of the northern Leeward Islands, get ready to cause some tropical storm conditions here, which it currently already is. Now, according to the HWRF, this shows rapid intensification, obviously, for the most part. So in regard to things, this shows rapid intensification as it does hit portions of Puerto Rico, which that's one model's opinion, which we'll keep an eye on it, though, but that's as far as it goes out in regard to the latest scan. So this honestly does show this thing really intensifying according to this latest model. We'll take a little bit further with the previous run. Yeah, obviously tracking its way up here more to the northwest. So that's kind of what we are talking about here for the most part. So we'll keep it on it. Obviously, obviously these areas here in like Puerto Rico, the northern Leeward Islands, and portions here of obviously, like I said, Dominican Republic. You guys have definitely got to watch out for this. I mean, this is definitely a hazard here. And obviously, this is going to be barreling close to those areas. I mean, it looks like that Puerto Rico might be a direct hit according to HWRF. But like I said, it's one in particular model. We cannot trust that to be precise. So with that being said, we're going to take this down a little bit. We're going to go to next the HMON model. So kind of the same thing. These are the hurricane models. So in regard to the latest model, obviously tracking over the Leeward Islands is expected, crossing across portions. Now this one shows a more south, south of the regions here. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. More down to the south. Obviously this one kind of has it, really a lot more of a different track, hitting the southern Bahamas, which that kind of seems like that's a growing concern. Is that this thing might actually impact the southern Bahamas. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. We'll definitely keep an eye on it. We'll definitely watch this here very, very closely. Now, in regard to things, like I said, that's currently one model. We'll take a look at a few more here really quickly. We have HAFS in regard to things. This guy also kind of showing some rapid intensification. Yeah, also this one has it hitting. This one's actually having it strengthened maybe even into a hurricane. That's the thing. Between the HAFS and between the HWRF model, yeah. Between those two, it really does appear that this thing could possibly be a hurricane at the time. Now, as of right now, this thing is still about 25 mile per hour sustained winds by the time it reaches Puerto Rico, which is still obviously a little bit a ways before becoming a hurricane. Now, as of now, we're possibly having some of those wind gusts maybe up to upper level tropical storm force, lower level category 1, as of now with the current wind gusts and situation like that. But anyways, so in regard to things, that's kind of what we're looking at, for the most part. That's kind of what we are paying attention to for the most part. So we're definitely going to keep an eye here for it. We're definitely going to keep an eye on it. Let's see here. So, Haley, don't be asking for memberships. It's kind of rude, I'm not going to lie. So, Haley, don't ask for memberships. If you get it, you get it. But like I said, obviously, they can't also choose that. You know that, right? So, Haley, don't be begging for memberships. That's not really too nice. But anyways, like I was saying, so in regard to things, yeah, we just really got to watch out for it. Current satellite imagery, let's go and take a look at it. So, obviously, wow, look at this one. This guy is pretty nasty. This is not the one that's currently ongoing. This one's Nanmadol. Holy cow, that guy's really kicking. That must be like that's a pretty nasty looking storm there. Y'all see that? That is that has to be a super typhoon. Yeah, it has a solid eye. That is nasty looking. So obviously we don't want to see that. But anyway, so in regard to like I said, Fiona now, latest satellite imagery obviously did have that convection mostly just east. For the most part, the convection is just mostly east. We're actually going to switch back to this really quickly. Mostly east of the area of circulation. You can obviously tell very, very clearly where the area of circulation is located right here. And obviously all the convection is blowing its way to the east. Now, obviously that's because of some upper level wind shear, but look at this. So, I mean, this thing does have still some organized shower and storm activity. Obviously still going off here at the most part. Really kicking off in the latest frames. This could be causing some hazards across portions of the way for the Leeward Islands. Like I said, right now they're possibly seeing those tropical storm force conditions already starting to kind of appear across the region. So that's something we got to watch out here for. But anyway, so we're actually going to bring this into the actual perspective view in regard to the true color. Now, this will obviously show us more of what's happening here in the real circulation view. So let's actually go ahead and do this. We're going to, this guy right here, we're going to set it to 200 frames. This will give us a lot of frames to look at. This will give us a lot of evolution of the storm here. But anyway, so we are going to watch this here very, very closely. So let's see. So obviously, yeah, here's over the last few frames, or the last several frames, I should say. You can actually see how the area of circulation is located right there. Well just east of the all that convection, east of all of that thunderstorm action. So that's what we're looking at. That is indeed, we are watching, like I said, the circulation is now currently over the northern Leeward Islands. Currently now is directly over the northern Leeward Islands here for the most part. So we're definitely keeping on here for the most part. Just to give you guys an update, we are still seeing those two warnings in effect for portions of southern portions here of South Dakota and northern portions here of Nebraska. So as of right now, that's all we have going on. Nothing too crazy. It's the reason why we're still talking about the tropics if you want to know. But like I said, yeah, this guy's definitely kicking, and it's going to be something that we're going to need to really watch out for over the next several days, okay? Now, at its current trajectory, absolutely. I mean, if you look at it, if you follow this central circulation, which is located right here, it definitely does have it tracking right there at Puerto Rico. So obviously Puerto Rico, yeah, we've got to watch this here very, very closely because honestly, its current trend, if it continues on the way it's moving, this is this is likely going to hit almost directly, if not very, very close to portion of Puerto Rico. So we'll definitely watch out for it. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Like I said, obviously we are going to keep an eye on it. And we'll see what is going to happen here. It's honestly, yeah, definitely a system we got to really pay attention to. Let's see, Megan says tropical storm season scares me. Yeah, obviously it's a little bit eerie, for sure. But like I said, just know that we got you all covered here for the most part. We're going to keep you guys informed, and obviously if anything crazy does happen, then obviously we're going to watch out for it. Anyway, so let's see here. So this is with the one system in the Eastern Pacific. Yeah, a lot of disorganized shower and storm action in those previous frames. It looks like over the latest scans, it looks a little bit better, actually. Let's see here. You can really start to see a lot more of that. Well, not the latest scans, but right in here you can see where a lot of that thunderstorm action really started kicking off here at the most part. But anyways, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see here. Proxies want to know where is that Super Typhoon located. Let me see. So that was actually, yeah, Super Typhoon Nanmaldo. This is, okay, so we'll actually pull up the coordinates here actually really quickly. So this is located around, this is a typhoon, so it's obviously in the Western Pacific. So let's see, this is not having any impacts here in the United States view. But I believe it's somewhere near, here, I can actually do something here. Let's actually pull this up. See, Super Typhoon that. Okay, yeah, that's where it's at. So this is a better view of it. So it's located just relatively just south of, you can see it's located right around in here as of right now. So it's located just south of Japan. Right here, just east of China, south. It's expected to go right there into Japan. That could be a concern. Ooh, that could be really bad. But like I was saying, obviously this is expected to have impacts on Western Japan. Obviously some impacts could be felt across portions of South Korea as well, I'm sure, when it comes to things. But yeah, right now it's located just south of Japan here for the most part. Let's see. So obviously, okay, yeah, so a lot of the models do have this thing going right into Japan. That's not good. It looks like it's going to be intensifying too. You know what we're going to do? This is actually really bad. We might need to cover this on landfall, actually. The more I look at it, usually we don't cover this, but I think this has the potential of doing something very nasty. 914 millibars. Holy cow. That could, yeah, that is going to cause a lot of havoc across portions of the way. Okay, so right now we're talking, this thing might already be a Category 5. Let's see here. So this is at a 917 millibars. That's the current pressure. That's really, really low. Let's see. So this is obviously maximum winds of 135 knots. Let's see here. Knots to miles per hour. That's miles per hour. So that's not miles per second. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Or meters per second. Let's see. That's 155. So you know what, guys? Yep, this thing is right there at Category 5 strength. This is currently a Category 5 storm here, in which that is going to cause some havoc. So like it looks like this thing is going to be impacting in the next 2 or 3 days or so. So with that being said, I think that's going to be a system we might need to watch here. That might be a system that we might need to cover. Okay, so we'll watch out for it. And yeah, that's definitely that's kind of a nasty storm. I'm not going to lie. So we'll keep an eye on it. If anything does happen, any more updates does come through it, we'll definitely let you guys know here. So we have ourselves, okay, new severe thunderstorm warnings being popped up here. We're going to go ahead and switch on back here to our main view for the most part. Like I said, that was what we're looking at there for the most part. But we are watching currently 4 severe thunderstorm warnings. Like I said, they just now re-extended this guy into Rosebud. Now basically an hour to go for the most part, so we're going to watch out. St. Francis, Rosebud, Mission, about pretty much an hour to go. This will be in effect here until 7:30 Central Time. So, you might wonder, well, it's 7:30 right now, but in the Eastern Time Zone, it's 7:30, but they're in the Central Time Zone, so they're an hour behind us. But anyways, so yeah, about an hour to go. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter-size hail west of Valentine here, Kilgore. Obviously, those areas here east of Cody now. We are seeing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail being a possibility. In regard to the one cell here, just north of, just north of North Plate here, just south of Mullen. This guy is currently in effect for basically a half hour, in effect until 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Mostly over rural areas, it looks like, for the most part, which is good. Let me see here. So Tyrone and, let's see, Shiknik Park or Sonic Park. I don't know how you pronounce that exactly. But anyway, so that region there. So obviously Tyron. So we gotta watch out for that. That's obviously an area we gotta keep an eye out here for. Anyways, main concern here: 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, quarter size hail. So that's kind of the main thing we're looking at there. And of course, we have this one more guy up here in the far northeastern side of Colorado. That's something we're gonna watch out here for as well. Towards Julesburg and east of Ovid, northwest of Venango. That is kind of what we're looking at there. Anyways, let's go ahead and see here. Let's see here. So Nerd says, hello, I'm here. What's up, Nerd? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here. And like I said, if you have any questions, guys, we're going to be here for you. Is this new? Did we just cover that? I think that just got issued, right? So Valentine Crookston is now under a severe thunderstorm warning for a little bit less than a half hour. So this will be in effect here until 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. Once again, this is in the Central Time Zone, by the way. So that's kind of what we are talking about. But anyway, so that is kind of what we are. That's kind of what we are looking at here. So, but anyways, my friends, honestly, that's kind of what we're going to be seeing on and off today. Is obviously the possibility for large hail damaging winds in the isolated tornado too. I think, like I said, I think my girlfriend is probably on their way back here. So honestly, I think I'm going to head off here for now. Like I said, obviously, guys, thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciated. Huge thank you once again goes to Proxy. Proxy is the absolute legend on the channel. Obviously, thank you so much, Proxy. You are #1 here on our channel, and honestly, we could not do it without you. So once again, thank you seriously so much, Proxy, for all the amount of support, everything you've given to us. Obviously, Megan as well, thank you so much for donating earlier as well. You guys are absolutely so sweet. You guys are greatly appreciated. Just know you don't have to do that, okay? So just know that you don't have to donate. It's greatly appreciated. I really do enjoy it. It really does help out our channel as well. But like I said, you guys please save your money. Our main concern is just keeping you guys safe here. So once again, thank you all so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I really do enjoy these. I really do enjoy tracking storms and hanging out with you guys. And so honestly, just thank you all for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for today. If you got any more questions, like I said, obviously, feel free to reach out to us on our, our Twitter, whatever. All of our social media is down basically in the description, so that's kind of what we're looking at there. But anyway, so once again, I'll thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for obviously, I'll thank you all for being here. It's really appreciated. Let's see, your Proxy says, thanks for you and all the mods. I do, Andrew, you rock. No, you, Proxy. Thank you seriously so much, you guys. You all are absolutely legends. And hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night here. Our website has not been updated yet, so give it a little bit of time. Later on tonight, I'm going to update it, so watch out for that. We usually update our website every 2 times a day, 12 and 12. So 12 in the morning, 12 in the afternoon Eastern time. So this will be 11 p.m., 11 a.m. Central. So just give it a little bit of an example for you guys. But once again, thank you so much. You guys can check out our website here. Make sure you sign up, too, at nww116.org. You guys can sign in with Google, whatever. It's pretty cool. So we got some pretty cool stuff there. You guys can chat in our weather community page that we have on our website. So if that's something you guys would be... if that's something you guys would be interested in, then definitely consider checking it out. All right, my friends, thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Hype says that Typhoon in the Pacific. Yeah, it's really crazy. One last look at it, guys. We'll take a look at it one more time. Satellite imagery. Yeah, this guy is very nasty. Look at that. This guy's a beast. Especially those latest scans there. Like, that is really scary looking. I mean, just look how, like, smooth those transitions are in the eye. I mean, you can just see the eye wall keeping its shape. That is absolutely scary. That's a really monster storm. So, anyways, like I said, that's Super Typhoon. This is eventually expected to make landfall in southern Japan, which we might do exclusive content for you guys. I don't know. Because, like I said, we usually never track these storms, but since this thing is this powerful, we might need to do some coverage on it, okay? Obviously, I don't think we have any viewers from Japan. I mean, you never know. We usually have viewers from all over the place, but like I said, obviously, we'll definitely watch this here. Anyway, so that is kind of what we were talking about. In regard to things, let's see here. Andrew, I'll see you tomorrow for the live for the live stream. I said I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to do a live stream tomorrow. Like I said, we're gonna try to do a video before we go. Like I said, obviously tomorrow I'm going downtown, so not gonna be able to. Sure. Let's go see here. Hurricanes are cyclopses, right? Hype? You mean cyclones? Yeah, they are cyclones, not cyclops. That's pretty funny. Alright, you guys, that's enough for tonight. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. If you have any more questions, like I said, feel free to reach out to us, and you know that we're going to be here for you guys. I'm going to end this with the major hurricane on the live screen here, so we'll keep you guys, or the main super typhoon, I should say. Anyways, but once again, guys, thank you so much for joining us for today. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Take care, y'all. See you here for tomorrow. Peace out, y'all.
Northeast winds 10 to 50 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Isolated showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday night, northeast winds 10 to 50 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Wednesday, northeast winds 10 to 50 knots. Seas around 2 feet. Winds and seas higher and near thunderstorms. The current time is 7:39 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tide forecast. At St. Petersburg, high tide Saturday at 6 a.m. Low tide Saturday at 2:47 p.m. This is a tropical weather bulletin from the National Hurricane Center. Issued at 1:50 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 2 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the center of Tropical Storm Fiona was located near latitude 16.2 north, longitude 60.3 west. About 1560 miles east-southeast of Fort Myers, Florida. About 1630 miles east-southeast of Tampa, Florida. Fiona is moving toward the west near 14 miles an hour. A westward motion with a decrease in forward speed is expected through early Sunday, followed by a turn toward the west-northwest and northwest Sunday and Sunday night. On the forecast track, the center of Fiona is expected to move across the Leeward Islands tonight, near or just south of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico Saturday into Sunday, and approach the southern coast of the Dominican Republic Sunday night and early Monday. Maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles an hour with higher gusts. Gradual strengthening is forecast during the next few days. Tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 140 miles from the center. The estimated minimum central pressure is 1,005 millibars over 29.68 inches. Marine reports along the coast and offshore buoys. At the Seaman site at Cedar Key, winds were east at 13 knots. Air temperature 77 degrees. At the Seaman site at Venice, winds were southwest at 11 knots. Sea temperature 87 degrees. Air temperature 81 degrees. 100 miles west of Bayport, winds were from the east at 12 knots. Sea temperature 86 degrees. Air temperature 83. Wave heights 3 feet. Wave period 5 seconds. 210 miles west of Captiva, the air temperature was 80 degrees. Sea surface temperature was 86 degrees. The barometer was 1,014.5 millibars, and steady. Winds were east at 10 knots, gusting to 14. The wave period was 5 seconds, and the wave heights 2 feet. Your coastal waters forecast for the following marine location: Tampa Bay waters. Issued at 3:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tonight, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Widespread showers and scattered thunderstorms this evening, then scattered showers and thunderstorms after midnight. Saturday, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Isolated showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then widespread showers and scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. Saturday night, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Scattered thunderstorms. Widespread showers, mainly in the evening. Sunday, northeast winds around 5 knots. Bay and inland waters smooth. Isolated showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then numerous showers and scattered thunderstorms in the afternoon. Sunday night, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Scattered thunderstorms. Numerous showers, mainly in the evening. Monday, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Isolated showers and thunderstorms in the morning, then scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Monday night, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the evening. Tuesday, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Tuesday night, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Wednesday, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Isolated showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Winds and waves higher in and near thunderstorms. Your coastal waters forecast for the following marine location: coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs out 20 nautical miles. Issued at 3:16 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tonight, east winds 5